I am not afraid to name my abuser. Her name is Leonie Hala, also sometimes called Lee or Leo. She is a 17-year-old female who I met in late 2020 at school. She is extremely misandristic, which means man-hating, and also transphobic. She used me. She assaulted me in many different ways, and left me with traumatic memories that I will never forget. But she is victimizing herself and pretending that I abused her. Now, I'll be discussing the comments. And seeing as this video will be discussing the comments, please heed these trigger warnings. Now, the first comment comes from Leonie's mother, Angela Hala, who is a woman more than triple my age. This is the first time she has ever interacted with me over the internet, and I find this extremely inappropriate. She is telling me to leave her daughter alone, and saying that I'm a psycho? She has clearly not taken any of the video's information in. The first few seconds of that video is her saying she's going to rape me.
And you're disgusting.
Okay.
And I hope you get arrested.
I'm not the one who was stalking my ex.
I'm not a stalker.
You're the one who came here and took photos and connected to my TV. It was like, never gonna give you up.
I'm not a stalker. If you say I'm a stalker, I'm gonna rape you.
This set of comments also comes from her. She proceeds to call me malicious and a compulsive liar, even though she obviously didn't watch the video. And I will say this again. I think it is great that Angela loves and supports Leonie, but when it comes to her having abused me, or anyone for that matter, as I've heard of more cases, she should not take this lightly. Leonie deserves punishment for hurting another human being. I don't understand why Angela doesn't get this. Maybe because she's also a misandrist? Oh wait, yeah, she is. I never saw it, but my friend, who is the manager for my channel, found this in the hidden comments. I don't see the point in insulting me, Angela. It really does not help your case when I have claimed abuse and have provided evidence. They are no longer just allegations. Your daughter is an abuser and you are defending that behavior by being ignorant. I said this to one of my friends, asking why is she defending me and suggesting that she could be next. Saying that defending me as odd behavior is hilarious considering that adults, like Angela, who are in their 50s, communicating with minors, is exactly that. It's odd behavior. Misandrists hate men because they assume that all men are misogynistic and want to do sexual things to them. And if a man gets sexually abused or raped, their response is always, he probably liked it, and will always downplay a victim's experience if it is a man. This is exactly what Leonie did to me. She sexually assaulted me and downplayed the fuck out of it. All excuses she could say she used. You probably liked it. It was only once. I never did that. And worst of all, you only got mad at me for that because you had already come. The worst excuse I have heard for sexual assault ever. She groped my crotch multiple times during the night, not just in my bedroom, in the hallway as well, in the kitchen, and she did that many different times. In a previous screenshot, I implied that this happened on the 15th of October 2023. Here is screenshot evidence of messages that come right after she left. I even have a statement from my mother, who was there to witness this. As she wasn't able to get to sleep because of Leonie, my mum heard me telling Leonie not to touch my crotch.
Hello, I'm Alicia's mum. I'm just wanting to say about what happened on the 15th of October. Leonie came over for the night and I'd gone to bed because she usually came pretty late, so I'd got myself ready for bed, and they were talking and all that, and the next thing I hear Alicia telling Leonie not to keep touching his private parts, and this went on for a good few minutes in the bedroom. Him going over and over telling her over and over not to keep touching her. Then it went quiet for a few minutes, and then I think they went into the kitchen to get something to eat, and again on several times in that period, Alicia told her to stop touching her private parts. And again, when they were leaving in the hallway back to her bedroom, again, she was telling Leonie to stop touching her private parts. And I mean, Leonie wasn't exactly... She was getting aggressive with Alicia, and Alicia was getting stressed out. And what happened that night, there was, I think she was arguing with you and being very abusive verbally, and wouldn't let Alicia go to sleep.
Leonie also was always physically abusive. She was always hitting me, slapping me, anything that hurt me, she would do it. And her excuses were, I was testing you to see how angry you would get, and also, you're lying, it doesn't actually hurt that much. I also have a statement from my sister who would witness these assaults occurring. On several occasions she would walk into my room and see Leonie doing it.
Hey, I'm Libby. I'm Ali's big sister.
Hello.
And I just want to go on record saying that what Alicia is saying about her ex-girlfriend is completely 100% true. And I, as a survivor, would not lie about that. Right, so, on the odd occasion where I'd sleep at my mum's, occasionally Leonie would be there. When Leonie would leave, there would be bruises on Alicia. There would be incidences where I'd walk past her bedroom and I'd hear slapping noises, and then I'd hear Alicia making noises of complaint. Why did you slap me? I remember one time I was just chilling in the living room and Alicia and Leonie came out into the living room and I could see a hand mark on her arm. I wouldn't be able to tell you what else she had done, but there was the odd occasion where I'd walk into the bedroom, I'd knock and I'd walk into the bedroom and it looked like Leonie was about to hit her. There was also the odd occasion where when I'd walk past, I'd go in there without knocking and I'd stay in there for a few minutes just to observe. And obviously, because of what I've gone through, it angered me. And I had to remember that Leonie was just a child, so I couldn't really do anything. I have been there for Alicia when Leonie has, when they've not been in a relationship, when Leonie has constantly harassed her. Even tried to warn Alicia not to go back with her. And obviously, I'm sure in the video, Alicia has mentioned that Leonie has stalked her on multiple occasions.
Yep.
I decided not to mention the June 2021 stalking incident. She took photos as well, however, I cannot find these. If I can, I will update everyone.
So, stalking, harassment, physical abuse, mental abuse, which I'm sure there's proof of, and sexual assault. Now, I 100% believe what my sister says regarding this matter, because she would not lie about that, because she knows how sexual assault affects people. As someone who is related to someone who has experienced sexual assault, and I believe what my mum says when my mum says that she heard Alicia telling Leonie to stop touching her inappropriately.
I also have a statement from my best friend. I vented to him a lot about Leonie in the past year and a half. Leonie is an extremely shitty person who needs to seek help, honestly. However, I know for a fact she isn't going to, based on the fact she's threatened to rape Ali, sexually assaulted Ali on many occasions, abused her in many ways, more than one, extremely transphobic, ableist, misandristic, an asshole, a ultimate, super, ultimate, extreme, plus maximum, also super stupid head ass, to be exact, abuser, manipulator, and many more things. Also, Ali said before that Leonie has done these things to other people, if I'm remembering correctly, and she hasn't said sorry sincerely for any of it. She probably enjoys doing those things. She's also convinced / manipulated Ali into staying with her on multiple occasions, which is an extremely shitty thing to do. And her bringing her family into the situation? No. Just no. There's already a shit ton of evidence against her in the videos Ali's made. It makes her look even worse for doing so. Note for Leonie if Ali does decide to include this. Leonie Hala, go fucking seek help. You're an insane person. Leave Ali the hell alone and stop spreading lies about her. I know you won't listen to this, but I'm being honest when I say to seek help and you being an insane person. I've had to come for Ali multiple times because of you. I may be an atheist, but I'm sure there's a special place for people like you. I now have one more comment left to read from an account called Unicorn LVR 80, which also goes by the name Chloe. The account was made on the 1st of April 2024, the same day the comment was made. This is Leonie. Kinda very fucking obvious. For starters, her first point is about how I supposedly fake cry. This is only something Leonie believes, as I once told Leonie that I used to fake cry to get attention at school from my peers, as I was an extremely lonely kid. She misinterpreted that, and from that day, she assumed I always faked crying, which hurt me a lot. But I assumed that she probably only did that because she doesn't want to believe that I was honestly affected by her abuse, seeing as those crying videos I included in that video come right after I cut myself for the first time. Yeah, which you told her to say while she was very drunk. This is funny because I recorded this exact conversation and can prove this is a lie.
I'm gonna find you. And I'm gonna move to Birmingham soon.
You're gonna move to Birmingham soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna find you. And I'm gonna rape you.
Okay. It's very interesting.
And, well, that was it. Goodbye!
That seems wrong. But wait, there's more.
Leonie mentioned me in a post on Instagram. I wonder what it is.
I have AUT, ISM. I have AUT, ISM, autism. Don't be scared of me. Don't be scared of me. 'Cause
Here we go. Am I crazy? What I'm about to say.
I have autism, yeah, it's true. Your insults will mark on me no